Hey, Brick Baron is back, and we are looking at the Downtown Diner today, one of my favorite sets from this past year, 2018. And I love it. And let's get right to some context here. It takes me back to watching movies like American Graffiti and Grease when I was a little kid. And if you haven't seen American Graffiti, it's done by George Lucas, who that was his last movie he did before Star Wars. Definitely check it out. I think you'll like it and enjoy it. So, The Pet Shop. Released in 2011, retail price of 150, current value of 185, parts value of 270. The Pet Shop was picked because I want to kind of check in on it. It's only been retired for just under 2 years. It had a really long shelf life. It was out in the shelves for over 5 years. I want to kind of look at it a little bit and see how it's doing compared to Downtown Diner to kind of get an idea of some things here. So the Pet Shop right now is reselling at minus 31% of its parts value. That's a little on the high side, but we have seen other large sets in that area, so don't panic just yet. So what to like about the Downtown Diner? Boy, a lot of things. Aesthetically, I think it's really cool. It's different. The style of it doesn't quite fit with the other modulars that have been released prior to this, but I still like it. And the pink Cadillac is just way too cool, man. So we get the minifigs on both these sets. You have 4 minifigs of the Pet Shop on the left, and you got 6 minifigs with the Downtown Diner on the right. And as you guys know, on these modulars, the minifigs themselves really aren't that unique. These are a lot of common prints and hair pieces and molds and things, so they won't drive the price on this, unfortunately. The numbers, you can read those for yourself. Parts value, 365. It's a really good spread with a retail price of 170. I like that. It's a doubling. It's what we want. 2 years after retirement, we've got 365 in the parts, minus 30%, around 251. And then we've got the 170 retail price with the appreciation of the Pet Shop at 23% in about the same time, putting us around 209. So, yeah, I'm thinking somewhere between the two numbers, definitely. I'm thinking probably around 225 or so. So 8 years out, how do we get there? Well, the 365 hasn't changed on the parts value. Why? Because the parts value on the Pet Shop haven't really gone up much in the 2 years since it's been retired. So I kind of left that there, but I did reduce the 20% down from 31% to 20% because typically these larger sets do fall somewhere in that range usually. So place around 292. We get the 170 retail price plus 115%. That's what the Pet Shop would have done in the same time period. Place around 365. So somewhere between those two numbers, I mean, around 320 or 330, I mean, you're still basically doubling on the thing. So, yeah, definitely. I just, you have to understand, though, I mean, it's just going to take longer for these sets to sell because there's just so many of them out there. I mentioned before that the Pet Shop, for example, has right now listed over 1,270 some. Back when those big sets back about 10 years got those big prices, there weren't that many listed. And they just weren't there, and people wanted them, and they were willing to pay. But there's just too much saturation now, and these numbers will be what they are. So bottom line here as we move forward, you can't go wrong with modulars. You're always going to make money at modulars. But again, there's a lot more people buying these things today to flip and to reinvest in. So it's just going to take you a while to get your money back. That's all. And it's the Brick Baron. I want to thank everybody for subscribing and commenting and supporting the channel. I do have a handful of fans that do enjoy these videos. I keep doing it for you guys because you're pretty cool. And that's it, man. So I'll see you. Bye.